the home page of SAP Fiori Launchpad, and if I want to create catalogs, let's try to create code groups. So you can search the tile, edit code groups. Select this edit code groups. Here I can enter the catalog type which I want to create. So either you can enter the number directly. Suppose if I want to create it for the characteristics attribute, which is 1, let me select this, click on OK, or you can enter 1 and then press enter key, or click on continue. Code groups are created at the client level, so it won't ask you for plant. Here we create first the code groups, and then under that we create the codes. So if I want to create the code groups, either I can use existing code groups which are present and can create a copy of its color. These are the codes which are maintained. So if I want to create a copy of this color, I can select this and click on copy as. I can enter say -T, and here I can enter in the short text, say test. And status should be always released when you are creating code groups. So it is released. Press enter key. And it will give you this pop-up whether you want to copy all the entries or not. Let me select copy all. 13 entries has been copied. Click on continue. I have just now created is color T, and I have kept the short text as color text. Let me select this, and if we go to the codes which are maintained under it, it has copied all the codes which are present. Let me go back, and again if I want to create without using any reference, then I can click on say new entries, and I can here enter the name of the code. Suppose if I enter say taste, description say I'm entering taste test. Here you can give the proper full description which you want to keep. Status should always be released. So select released out of this, press enter key and select this. Left side, you can go to the codes. Here I can create a new one from the scratch. So I can click on new entries and I can enter the code number, say 001, and the description is say salty. For 002, I'm keeping it as say bitter. 003, I'm keeping it as sweet. So I'm keeping these 3 codes, and this is my description. Let's save this data. Since it's a configurational changes, the pop-up will come to enter the transport request details. So let me continue with this. Want to see the code groups which we have just now created, we can use that same tile which is in edit code groups. Press enter key. Code groups are maintained at the client level. Just now which we have created is taste, even this color test. Let's try to create the selected sets for the same. Selected sets are maintained at the plant level. I can search the tile to create the selected sets, and which is edit selected sets. So select this and go to the system and the status. Here we can check the T code which is running, and it is QS51. We check the T code which is running for code groups. So if I select from the menu, system, and then the status. So it is QS41, and this is the program which is running. Continue. At present, it is in the display mode. code groups, and we will try to create the selected sets. Press enter key, and it is used for the change and create both. And normally we create the catalog type 1 and catalog type 3 selected sets. For remaining all, we create the codes and code groups. Telling my catalog type, this one only characteristics attribute code, the plant is 1000. Since it's mandatory to specify the plant as it is maintained at the plant levels. Press enter key. At present, these are the selected sets which are created. Under the color, these are the two codes which are maintained. Create a selected set using copy as, then I can select this, click on copy as. I can change the name -t, keep it say test, and release it is already there. Press enter key and click on copy all. Two entries are copied because in color there were two entries. Click on continue. And now if I select say color T and go to the selected sets, these two entries are there. Based on the codes, the valuation is already maintained, and if it is rejected, the defect class is also maintained. Since these two entries are already copied, but if I want to enter one more entry under this, then I can use say new entries, and here I can select the code group. So suppose if I want to enter some entry from say color T which we have created, medium red, if I select, click on copy, it is added from the code group color T which we have just now created. To tell the valuation. Let me select say accepted and then press enter key. That entry will be added. It is not asking me for the defect class because it is accepted. If I enter one more entry here, if I'm selecting say orange, click on copy, and this time I am rejecting it. Okay, and press enter key. Once you reject it, you have to tell the defect class also, and I'm selecting say minor defect. Out of this, press enter key, and then let's save it. The transport request pop-up will come. Click on continue. And what all changes we have done, again we can use the same tile to see, okay, as it is created, change. Just press enter key, and just now which we have created is color T, under which we have maintained these two additional entry I have created using new entries, and these two were copiers. If I want to create a new entry, click on this. Here I can enter say for taste I want to create the selected sets. Short text I'm keeping it as say taste test. Status I can keep it released. Okay, press enter key. Other information will get automatically populated there. Who created and changed and all. Select this, click on selected sets. Here again I want to enter the new entries. Click on new entries, and from here I can select taste we have created. Let's take this, and I can select say all the three entries. If I select, click on copy, all the three entries are added. Here I can enter say salty is okay for me, and bitter I'm saying it is rejected, and even sweet is accepted for me. Okay, and press enter key. So since it is mentioned as rejected, we have to tell the defect class also. This error message is coming, and it will not allow you to save until you enter the defect class. So let me select say major defect in this and press enter key. Now all the three entries are added. Let's click on save. Transport request will come, continue, And again, I want to see the details. So press enter key. I have created is taste tests. Here the created on is coming and change at present is blank. So select this and go to the selected sets. And if you want to add one more entry, again, you can click on new entries and you can select, say, anyone. Let's take some other option, which is say pass and fail. If I select, because we have the option from other code groups also, we can enter the code. So if I select, say, this one, here I can select, say, okay, enter, and then click on save. Continue and press enter key, which we have created, and these are the entries which we have maintained under it. If it is accepted, we don't need to maintain the defect class, but if it is rejected, we have to also tell the defect class how critical it is. Let's go back now.